A and B are nodes. What is the period of this wave if the horizontal distance between A and B is 15 seconds? In a problem like this, we want to explicitly state the definition of period because it's our destination and it will also help us dissect what we have on screen. In a nutshell, we can break down our definition of period into two models, the snapshot model and the single point model. While they both illustrate the same thing overall, here the single point model is going to be more helpful because that's exactly what our problem is measuring. They both have time in the x-axis as opposed to the snapshot model, which uses distance. So the definition we can use for period is the horizontal distance between any two consecutive points of equal height and slope. We write that down and already get 20% credit for the problem. We map out a period on the graph from either one of the points. In this case, we chose A and wrote a period after. And we can clearly see that our period, what we're trying to find, is less than 15 seconds. But by how much? Let's zoom in on the specific part of our graph, separate it by nodal segments, the horizontal distance between each consecutive node, and we can see that period equates to 4 nodal separations, whereas the 15 seconds, or the distance between A and B, is 5 nodal separations. We can clean this up and see that if 5 nodal separations equals 15 seconds, we divide both sides by 5 and we get that 1 nodal separation is 3 seconds. We use this 3 seconds per nodal separation as a unit conversion, and we find that period is 12 seconds. And that makes sense because 12 seconds is exactly 4/5 of 15 seconds. The period of this wave is 12 seconds. Very quickly, let's break down the point distribution of a question just like this. There'd be points for each one of these steps. Probably around 2 for stating the definition of period, 1 for an explicit mention of our period being less than 15 seconds, 4 points for the actual finding our answer, and then 3 points for getting the correct answer. And one of these 3 points of the correct answer is having the appropriate number of significant figures. The final answer is often worth less than the work you have to do to get to this final answer. Therefore, no matter how you decide to solve the problem, show your work and give the graders every reason possible to award you as many points as possible.